In the 20th century in Europe, the field of philosophy kind of moves in two different directions. Around Germany and England, you might see what's called the analytic tradition. They're very concerned with language, with logic, with how math works. Can we deduce knowledge? Can we prove what the limits of computation are? And they're going to be the ones who are developing formal logic, predicate logic, Boolean algebra, some of the things we see in computers today. On the other hand, you have the continental tradition, which is called continental because it's coming mostly out of France, Germany, Italy, the Ashkenazi people, so people on the continent of Europe. And they're going to be asking these more synthetic, complex questions. So for instance, there was a school of philosophers called the Frankfurt School who primarily emigrated from Germany to Columbia University following the Holocaust. And there was this massive moment in philosophy where it was essentially like, okay, that just happened. That's one of the weirdest, most terrible things in human history. How did people do that? And they're going to be asking, like, what economic factors, what political factors, what aspects of psychology and religion laid the foundation to cause people to think that way? Meaning they aren't just going to say, okay, we have a philosophical question. Let's look at the library under philosophy. Let's look at every genre. Let's look at all these different studies. Let's synthesize them together. I'm particularly interested in what might be considered the French modern and postmodern tradition. And my favorite thinker is probably Jean Baudrillard.